We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight, we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
On second down, here's Allen. This is caught. It's Hardy. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go. What's that?
They run it again with Cook. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Allen running right on the option, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
56, 56. Look out.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The first down throw here for Corral. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense, but to get him here on his opening drive of the ballgame, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have... touchdown early, and this offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of their stride?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Now it's Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
Takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Wilson wants a different look. Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. Williams again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the
Again, it's Allen. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. This is caught. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Alert, alert, alert. What's that?
Cook. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cook, and he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Now 2nd and 5. Now Wilson changing the play.
14.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play. But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Broncos in their hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They run it again with Williams. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. Here's the sneak with Wilson. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defense in front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Mims in motion left. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Bill 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Now, this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They start the second half here with Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. 19. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now it's Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 57 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
5 wide.
Throwing now is Allen. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A good pickup.
Down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Now Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Here's Wilson to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, 30 yards. And the Bills take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big pickup of 38.
38 yards on the play. First down, Broncos.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Von Miller, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And they're going to speed things up here. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call the timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bills take over at 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And they're able to get to him right away, but still down to the 44-yard line with a catch. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
56, 56. All 52. Regular.
Allen going to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal.
And got his man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 73 yards. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Next to score, Broncos 27, Bills 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. This is caught. It's Hardy. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Allen. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
This is 2nd and 8.
Middle.
Here's Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Touchdown, Bills. Deontay Hardy, his first touchdown on the year. And And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. Here's Wilson. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Allen hit. He lost the football. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On first down, Allen. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback.
and he put it right where it needed to be.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Riley Moss, and the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Hines now on the return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Allen. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw is Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead will shrink to 6. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And the Broncos aren't able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.